What's up, guys? I have a brand new album to check out today called Somewhere Along the Way by none other than DJ Mykael V, 350, and Benny. OK Benny, I think is his name. He's a producer. I'm excited for this one. It's been a long time coming, and we finally have it. I got this early on Even, so that is how I have this video already to drop and everything. Plus, I've just been anticipating for this album for so long. I know it's gonna be boom bap. I know that there's gonna be some really cool samples and stuff going on throughout these songs. There's 17 songs on Even, and 4 of those are only exclusive to Even. The samples, I believe, didn't get cleared or something, and I will not be reacting to those. The only way you can listen to those is if you get the album on Even. So I highly recommend you do that to get the full experience those other 4 songs. I believe it's just the last 4 songs. But yeah, let's see. DJ Mykael V and 350 and OK Benny's production drop a long-awaited project that blends familiar vibes with fresh flows, a sonic journey of faith, highs and lows. This is the soundtrack for every believer on the move. Where will it take you? Let's see. We got... Oh, the features are listed on this. Okay, that's good. We got Tragic Hero, Taylor Gray, Abel, Thomas Austin, No Excuse, Tori Deshawn, Abel again. Oh, that's one of the last songs that I won't be reacting to. Anyway, before we get into this, remember, when life gives us lemons, we praise the Lord, and when life takes our lemons, we still praise the Lord. Also, just a disclaimer here, we have had some crazy weather here in Tennessee over this last pretty much today and yesterday, and going into the weekend will be just as crazy. And my dog might be barking pretty loud off and on because he doesn't really like the weather. And you might hear some wind and stuff too. We're probably off and on till 10 o'clock tonight when I'm recording this. We are going to be off and on tornado warnings and stuff. So just wanted to put that noise disclaimer out there for you guys if you do hear that. But yeah, let's get right into this intro. Doom Speaks. MF Doom. Let's get it.
I get inspiration from a lot of different things, though, like silence a lot of times. Just, playing with my children, things that people probably do every day. Some people might take for granted. Little things. The smallest thing will inspire something. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, when I get stuck, I just go back to normal mode, and that's where you find things will come to you. You know what I'm saying? You know when to pick up just have a pen and a piece of paper handy, and then it come to you. You never know when it'll come to you. The way the creativity works for me, it comes to you like it's an energy stream or something. Like it comes like in waves kind of thing. So you just gotta be ready for the wave when it comes. When it subsides and go back, that's when you can step back for a second. And there's no way to really make it happen. You just gotta be ready.
Somewhere along the way.
All right. Fire intro. That was MF Doom speaking, probably from an interview, and I'm not gonna lie, up until December of last year, I didn't listen to anything. I haven't listened to anything from him, and then I went and listened to, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot the name of the album, but it was really good. It was one of the more famous ones from him. It was a picture of him eating cereal on the cover, kind of reminiscent of this cover as well, Somewhere Along the Way. I know The Alchemist is also an inspiration behind this album as well. So I'm excited for this boom bap style. Somewhere Along the Way, the title track, is up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad you showed up. I hope we can find ourselves somewhere along the way. 350, what we doing, huh?
There couldn't be another time like this.
I hope we can find ourselves somewhere along the way. I like that.
Couldn't be another time like this. Time flies by, cry about smiles missed. Find my signs in the miles I drift. Prime my mind at the field, what ifs. But what if?
Y'all must have forgot when y'all hear this voice on a record. Allow us to reintroduce ourselves. Y'all know what's coming next, right? 350,
There
Talk
couldn't
to
be
'em.
another time like this. Time flies by, cry about smiles missed. Find my signs in the miles I drift. Prime my mind at the field what ifs. But what if I didn't get here? How could I have spent years melting in the valley heat, living in an immense sphere? Never
Melting in the valley heat. He's from the valley, and it does get pretty hot there. I'm from Tennessee, and I know how hot it gets here. Can't imagine the valley.
get here. How could I have spent years melting in the valley heat, living in an immense sphere? Never faced it. What if I embraced it? What if I had never smoked that joint that had it laced in? Bad choices have made me work harder. I took a plane to say I felt the pain that August. My fam saw this and never said a thing. I gave it all just to see my baby breathe. I maintain that God works with mistakes. I can't shake my mind saying I miss fate. I miss saying I love you divine. I miss days of seeing her alive. And plenty time.
Shout out Love You Divine, one of 350's projects. I think it was his first album that he put out. I could be wrong on that. But yeah, shout out to that album. I love it. I still listen to songs from that even to this day.
I could have made just a little drive. My young soul was so sold on riding rounds. I think about the times I could have made some memories. A melody inside my head is saying you never leave.
If my love was an ocean,
350.
Mikey,
Lindy'd
never
have to
leave.
take 2 airplanes to get across it.
Benny.
Maybe I'm off my hinges, but I
Mykael
believe
V.
you.
Yeah, it definitely has MF Doom written all over it with all these different cartoon kind of like sounds and conversations going on in the beat. Very reminiscent of that album. I wish something food. I gotta look this up because I'm not gonna keep saying this over and over again without knowing. Wait, no, I listened to Mad Villainy and I've listened to Food. That's the one. Yeah, with Beef Rap. Yeah, that's the one I listened to. And it has like clips of cartoons and stuff going on within the beat as well. And that's what 350 and DJ Mykael V and OK Benny are doing on this one already.
That's why I'm gonna let you go.
Nah, I'm moving slow-mo, not just letting go, no. I'ma hold on to the day that I got no post. I'm going so forward, I must know I got time. But that's the point, to live a life, to know you're gonna die. I oblige, I know some
That's the point, to live a life knowing that you're gonna die.
days I'm
That's
gonna
crazy.
cry. I know what day will come, I feel the pages come alive. Who knows if I won't ever get another day. I gotta look around somewhere along the way.
Some of y'all gotta understand something.
Along the way,
Along the way,
somewhere along the way.
people might look like they moving.
3,
It don't mean they moving in the right direction.
ho.
I'm gonna give you to the count of 3.
Ho. Heaven on earth. I like that though.
You lousy,
Or
lying,
he could have just straight up meant it too. I don't know.
low down 4-flushing carcass out my door. 1,
Oh, I know this one.
2. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And a Happy New Year.
I think it's about time we got into it.
That clip from Home Alone, that's fire. I don't know if that what the original movie is that they're playing in Home Alone, but I know it from Home Alone. Liked that little clip there. Raid is the next song. Let's get it.
I know you're good. Good still.
Yeah. You know we chillin'. Come on. What we really doing, man? What we really doing, man? What did y'all think was about to happen when we got together? I'll see y'all somewhere along the way.
Who am I if I'm not the one? I'm a vessel. Grinding out the rock, put the mortar to the pestle. Switch lanes, Tesla. For the bass, I was never one.
Yeah, I like this flow. I gotta run it back to the start.
What did y'all think was about to happen when we got together? I'll see y'all somewhere along the way.
Who am I if I'm not the one? I'm a vessel. Grinding out the rock, put the mortar to the pestle. Switch lanes, Tesla. For the bass, I was never one to impress him, but shown for the pressure.
I was never one to impress him, and then he impresses us. It's crazy.
But shown for the pressure. I put miles on the 5 lanes. My time will never come to the side say. Minutes passing on the run like a relay. Had to maintain my composure on the freeways. I felt heat from the father at a young age. gauge. I made choices what it make on the wrong day. I knew dudes who were closer than the sun's ray. Hitting licks on my crib, but I won't say. Not a foe, just a friend of the wrong game. Can't complain, I was born with the wrong face. I gotta work for $1, it's the wrong game. But I play it till my time, I run the whole thing. Damn.
Yo.
That petty little ad lib right there, that was fire. I like that. 350 just knows, like, even if he's not doing like punchline rap, which he can do, he can definitely do that kind of rap. This one is more like he's speaking to you. It's almost like when I think about a cypher or like just something like that, more of a showcase of what you can really do lyrically. Like he's storytelling, he's speaking to the heart. Like this is real rap from like the 90s. This is what it feels like. So I really appreciate this kind of artistry, like the beats and everything. It just has such a cool aesthetic, and it's mixed and mastered and everything perfectly. Let's keep going.
Dudes who were closer than the sun's ray. Hitting licks on my crib, but I won't say. Not a foe, just a friend of the wrong game. Can't complain, I was born with the wrong face. I gotta work for $1, it's the wrong game. But I play it till my time, I run the whole thing. Damn.
I'm gonna need a vinyl to this one. This album gotta drop on vinyl.
Me and 350 had to get together. It was bound to happen.
Like, who am I? If I'm not the one, I'm the next one. Check the list again if you missed them. From the east side, each side is the best one. I left town, looked around, I was fed up. Like, do you ever feel you're running in place? Like, you keep sprinting but you're losing the race. You always at the end.
It feels like you're running in place. It feels like you're losing. You're just running. That's crazy. Listen to the bars.
Check the list again if you missed them. From the east side, each side is the best one. I left town, looked around, I was fed up. Like, do you ever feel you're running in place? Like, you keep sprinting but you're losing the race. You always at the end like you leading the chase, dog. I locked in, I started changing the pace. I'm not a kid no more, I'm on that little boy. He was beaten to the bone, trying to fit in with the world. Never good for the fam, what a waste of a soul. Like, what's the point if you ain't bringing the dough, huh? Can't complain, started working for the man. I got pennies from a billion and spit it with my fam. They were right all along, I ain't cut for the man, so I made my...
Man, he really threw his old, like, younger self under the bus there. He's like, what a waste of a soul. That is a crazy way to think about that. That is...
Being to the bone, trying to fit in with the world. Never good for the fam, what a waste of a soul. Like, what's the point if you ain't bringing the dough, huh? Can't complain, started working for the man.
Some people really do think that way. Like, what's the point of, like, if you're not making money, like, what is the point? Sometimes people do feel like they're a waste if they're not doing that. But life isn't all about money. That is crazy.
What's the point if you ain't bringing the dough, huh? Can't complain, started working for the man. I got pennies from a billion and spit it with my fam. They were right all along, I ain't cut for the man. So I made my own lane, I was eating once again, huh?
We in our own lane, y'all know that.
Again.
What more we gotta say?
Benny,
Join us on the journey.
Benny.
You'll see. Talk to us nice, man. What we doing? What we doing?
Somewhere along the way.
A long
All right, Graduation Day's the next song.
time ago,
Maybe an interlude.
on graduation day,
And this joint feels so special, don't you think? You live and you learn. But the most important thing is you lived, you heard? God always...
Wrong ways around.
Wait, DJ Mykael V rhymed his little intro there. I want to run that back.
graduation day.
And this joint feels so special, don't you think? You live and you learn. But the most important thing is you lived, you heard? God
Fire.
always...
Wrong ways around that hold me down. I smell the pouring rain. Living in the past that has the grass up on the mundane. Haven't paid the dues I owe my mama. I've been unfazed. Don't complain when trauma hits me. Bound to happen someday. Just don't waste my sun rays. Couldn't face my own true dog. Every day's not Sunday. Living ain't my strong suit. Still finna make my son safe. Couldn't trip off loose
Oh my
screws. Just
word.
pop two. I'm
The wordplay on sun is crazy on this verse right here.
Ways around to hold me down, I smell the pouring rain. Living in the past that has the grass upon the mundane. Haven't paid the dues I owe my mama, I've been unfazed. Don't complain when trauma hits me, bound to happen some days. Just don't waste my sun rays. Couldn't face my own true dog, every day's not Sunday. Living ain't my strong suit, still finna make my son say. Couldn't trip off loose screws, just pop two on Monday. I pop two
This
on
flow
Monday.
is also fire.
You know what's about to happen, right?
And I got through to my own head. Wanna make my own rules, still I crash through my own way. Couldn't take off my news, pop my news on runways. Fall through my old town and I hold down my own ways. Feel it in my bones, I want that throne without my home sake. Don't complain, I walk my life, I pull my own, I hold my weight. Who's to say I hold my faith? Who's to say I know my way? Who's to say I fought the fight and broke them chains if not me? Can make them claims and feel the rain keep pouring down without me. I felt the same and walked in shoes with defects from the factory. This bitterness we hold is not our own, nor for my family. It's created out our own needs.
What we doing?
The way they want me or the way I'm perceived. To make a lane, you gotta cut through some trees. Won't break no chains on my knees. Won't break no for my family. It's created out our own needs.
What we doing?
The way they want me or the way I'm perceived. To make a lane, you gotta cut through some trees. Won't break no chains on my knees. Won't break no chains on my knees.
Somewhere along the way.
Yeah. Not the way they want me or the way I'm perceived, yeah. To make a lane, you gotta cut through some trees, yeah. Won't break no chains on my knees, nah. I won't break no chains on my knees, yeah.
Wait. I won't break no chains on my knees. I wonder what that... I could be totally misinterpreting, but I do wonder what that means.
Perceived. To make a lane, you gotta cut through some...
Because as Christians, usually we say, like, we fight our battles on our knees, like when we're praying. That's what we mean. And, like, we don't break chains on our knees. I don't know what that would mean.
Trees. Won't break no chains on my knees. Won't break no chains on my knees.
Somewhere along the way.
Yeah. Not the way they want me or the way I'm perceived, yeah. To make a lane, you gotta cut through some trees, yeah. Won't break no chains on my knees, nah. I won't break no chains on my knees, yeah.
The road is narrow, but we gonna keep walking.
Somewhere along the way.
350.
Yeah, I've been noticing at the end of every song, they say somewhere along the way, very similar to food, like at the end of every song. I feel like either at the end of the song or in the beginning, they had a similar tag. I don't remember what it was in MF Doom's album, but very, like, stylistically similar. All Caps is up next. Just get it.
Benny.
Yeah. Been rolling on the interstate, chop screw, talk truth, ventilate, am out, top two, my truth, never great, brown boy feeling weight, miles on the road, I had my mind right, feeling great, cruise all around, talk smooth on the sounds, but who am I to you, I'm just a mood, I'm a bounce, sitting true, and though it's wide, I'ma move right, prove light, no I'm not another playlist, cool vibe, yeah, 3-5, got the peace lines on the beat, I made a choice.
Oh yeah, we got that flow again. That's kind of like his signature flow, 3-5 from the east side, and then he just kind of changes it on different songs.
All around talk smooth on the sounds, but who am I to you? I'm just a mood. I'm a bounce sitting true, and though it's wide, I'ma move right, prove light. No, I'm not another playlist, cool vibe. Yeah, 3-5, got the peace lines on the beat. I made a choice to have a peace line on my crease. Ever since my son keep my eye on the streets, I won't make another headlines on the channel 3. I won't make up brother bread if I ain't having me a piece. Gotta get my sins right, not to pass them on the beat. What a life, what a privilege, rhyming on the strings. I got Benny in the cut, he making diamonds with the heat. Yeah, we
Got
keep it.
Benny in the cut, we making diamonds with the heat. That's crazy. That is a bar right there. Because, like, you cut diamonds, but then he's making diamonds with the heat. I don't know if that's meaning, like, platinum or diamond, like, records. Like, when a record does really well, like plaques. I don't know if that's what he meant. But still, it's a bar regardless.
Privilege rhyming on the strings. I got Benny in the cut, he making diamonds with the heat. Yeah, we keep it moving with the sunlight. Another day we giving, had a push to get me upright. Yeah, I had a son and now I must fight. Never see me and I gotta grind to keep my love bright. Damn. It's alright when it's pouring. It's alright.
Got melodies.
Now,
Okay, now it's kind of giving a little bit of Tyler, the Creator, right here.
Now the sun dried on my morning. It's alright, it's alright. It's the signature, the penicillin sits at room temperature that's filled with murals of my immaturity. The purity left me so long ago. Once upon
This isn't 350, I don't think. Is it? Oh, okay. No, there are features on this one. I think this is Tragic Hero right here. For some reason, when I was looking at it, it didn't have the features.
the time it wasn't demons I was fighting off for fighting for this talent. I ain't doing it. The plane is going down in flames. At least I got a couple stewardess on plan B that I understand. Biggest threat of mine was having children that was never planned. Feeling like the less I felt, the more I turned into a real man. Hey, hey, hey. It's the cold world and I'm dressed in layers. Don't know what you're missing. Where there's nothing to compare with it.
It's a cold world and I'm dressed in layers.
I was having children that was never planned. Feeling like the less I felt, the more I turned into a real man. Hey, hey, hey. It's the cold world and I'm dressed in layers. Don't know what you're missing. Where there's nothing to compare with. It's embarrassing to see a grown man living for himself that don't know what to do with time, like it's not an inheritance. From curious to jealous, crowns and tiaras that I couldn't pass down, didn't even get to wear it. My best years behind me to receive what got prepared, but my son and daughter just reminded me that God is here. It's alright when it's pouring. It's alright now the sun dried on my morning. It's alright
When it touched my soul, that's the only time I want it. Never question if I'm ready.
Yeah, this is Taylor Gray right here.
Only question if I'm running from it. 127 hit it on the way to Tucson. Found a B&B, but it's crumbs on the futon. How you on these mics with a code of silence? The black boy joy can't avoid the sirens, but this one going out to Jehovah Jireh. Sometimes you gotta leave to enjoy the climate. Sometimes you gotta ask if you still act the same. When church people not around, is lost still gain? When drugs strong enough where you don't feel the pain? When you study your religion, do it come off like a gang? Gang, you can get it if you...
When you study religion, does it come off as a gang? That's a bar.
Ask if you still act the same. When church people not around, is lost still gain? When drugs strong enough where you don't feel the pain? When you study your religion, do it come off like a gang? Gang, you can get it if you get it right. We don't do religion if the mission isn't sitting right. Lately I've been so aware of my need. The Christ on the cross gives my son bad dreams. Addicted to the screens, I'm a victim of the screens. Depictions on the screens is a picture of our genes. And we all fall short of that love and kindness. We all in this race, may we run to find him.
Man, I really liked the way that Taylor Gray wrote his verse. Very poetic, very metaphorical in a sense. He just was asking questions throughout his whole verse there. I really like that. Narrow Paths featuring Abel is up next.
Yeah! Y'all know where you at? I was smoking. Y'all understand what y'all just walked into? Y'all came on the wide path. Let me take you down the narrow.
There's too much on me, had to narrow the lane. You see the path I'm on, it's him alone, I'm here for the rain. Caught the shots and I was walking 83 with the cane. I made it free, but I can see my focus still in the same. Dang, I hate the man I made, I walked away with full disdain. Was off the tank, I held the lap for long, ain't no sustain. I made the team.
This feels like Bodega right here. Like, this is the kind of flow where 350 just locks in and it feels like he doesn't ever take a breath. Like, he just keeps going and the flow is so consistent. Not that his other flows aren't. It just feels really dialed in on this kind of beat right here.
Someone saw me, had to narrow the lane. You see the path I'm on, it's him alone, I'm here for the rain. Caught the shots and I was walking 83 with the cane. I made it free, but I can see my focus still in the same. Dang, I hate the man I made, I walked away with full disdain. Was off the tank, I held the lap for long, ain't no sustain.
Bro,
I made the team, I think about it, I felt chills in me. I think about the close calls, he tried killing me. This ain't no tyranny, but keep my foot up on the next. It's too complex with checks, the movement first and dollars next. Who want a mighty smite? I left them home to feed the fight. I'm not the same kid I wouldn't then, but but now I might. We talking crazy cause you crazy, ain't we? Me and Mykael for the same fire to push high and change the mainstream. Can't kill what the spirit made. So if it died, why lie? You didn't try or he made you wait.
You really thought that we wasn't about to come in this joint and change it? Like we was gonna leave it the same? No more knocking. It's time to kick the door down.
It's a new season. On my greatest behavior, I get across the paradise when I hang.
Oh, this is Abel right here. I do want to run it back because they said that their goal is to like push the mainstream. I love that. Totally down for that. I'm hoping that Christian rap gets pushed to the mainstream, and it already kind of is. And that's like the whole thing behind Miles Minnick as well, the new mainstream. And as I was thinking about it, I was like, imagine on like another Bodega album or something, Miles Minnick just locks in and goes crazy and does like a 90s boom bap verse. Like he forgets all the West Coast stuff that he does and he locks in and does just like a straight up cypher verse. I know Miles Minnick has it in him. I mean, most of his music recently, he's got bars. Like he totally has like some crazy double entendres and stuff, but it's pretty like hype and like, you know, it just gets the energy going in the room. What if he just locked in and did like a crazy verse like this? I don't know. That's just what it reminded me of when I heard mainstream, because his whole thing's new mainstream.
Spirit made. So if it died, why lie? You didn't try or he made you wait.
You really thought that we wasn't about to come in this joint?
We got
and
Abel up
change it?
next.
Like we was gonna leave it the same? No more knocking. It's time to kick the door down.
It's a new season. On my greatest behavior, I get across the paradise when I hang with the savior. You know, money could be harming if you selfish in nature. You chasing money, but it's charming, barely getting the paper. Like, yeah, priorities need to shift a bit. Money could be harming if you selfish in nature. You chasing money, but it's charming, barely getting the paper.
You're getting money, but it's charming, you're barely getting the paper. That's a bar right there.
Yeah, priorities need to shift a bit. Wages in his death, but my piggy bank full of innocence. Honestly, it was gifted. I had it.
My piggy bank is full of innocence, in a sense. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was limitless. Credit beat to the whatever he start, he finishes like. I bet this a sleeper. Look, Christ defeated death, made it grim for the reaper. I ain't never touched shock.
He defeated death. He made it grim for the reaper. The grim reaper. Crazy bar. Abel always goes crazy on anything, whether it's his own music or features.
I bet this a sleeper. Look, Christ defeated death, made it grim for the reaper. I ain't never touched shocker, still a goalkeeper. If my music gon' pop, gotta do a leaper. Faith, yo, I'm like.
If shots get popped, I'm a Dua Lipa? Is that what he said?
I ain't never touched shocker, still a goalkeeper. If my music gon' pop, gotta do a leaper.
If my music going pop, I gotta Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa, huge pop star. That's a bar right there.
Faith, yo, I'm locked in with the aim assist, targeting my purpose while never knowing what famous is. Spirit is the marker, like ain't nobody erasing this. Peter Parker, brother, use the web to help say the kids. Folks been in lock since Judas gave Jada Kiss living.
Oh my gosh. That's actually crazy. I need to hear that one more time.
Spirit is the marker, like ain't nobody erasing it.
Marker erase, that was fire, but then listen to this.
Peter Parker, brother, use the web to help save the kids.
Peter Parker used a web to save the kids. And that's what Abel and 350, DJ Mykael V, OK Benny are doing through the music on the web. That's crazy.
Folks been in lock since Judas gave Jada Kiss. Living poor, mindset leaves. We break it in, they say money don't grow on trees. But then again, I use money just to plant my seeds and reap a win like this untouchable. Every beat is a lunchable. Trying to write us off, my brother, we not deductible. I could be in the back of a...
Guys, it's tax season. I have not done my taxes yet. And that's such a relatable bar right now.
Touchable, every beat is a lunchable. Trying to write us off, my brother.
Trying to write us off.
We not deductible.
We not deductible. Bro, Abel he goes so crazy.
I could be in the back of a luxury Cadillac, but if God called, then I'm still gonna choose to be uncomfortable. You feel me?
What we really doing, huh?
I say you feel me?
We done
I
coming
feel
with
you,
that
bro.
happy
I
to
feel
be
you.
here energy.
Mykael, let them know what's going on, man. Let them know what's
We
going
came
on.
here to change things. We not leaving nothing the same. I'll see you at the finish line. Somewhere along the way. Cutaways.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Anytime I see Abel's on a song, I'm like, almost like when Kendrick drops sometimes. I'm like, I never know what he's gonna do. Is he gonna be like kind of introspective, or like is he gonna go crazy with the double entendres? He went crazy with the double entendres on that one. 350. I also really liked that verse from him as well. Let's see if there's features on this next one. You Hearing Me featuring Thomas Austin. Not familiar with that name.
Yeah. I used to cop a lot, but never cop no job. Pushing through the lights like no cop, no stop. Fame was never the goal, but couldn't stop, no flop. Many straight
Pushing through lights like no cop, no stop. I'm not stopping if there's no cop there. Why am I gonna stop?
fall, but I couldn't block no plot. Is you feeling me? Mykael put the icing on soliloquy. Benny chopping soul till we feeling heat. Blessed be the metaphors, bars, and the similes. How we spit the truth, so is you hearing me? Mikey on a mission to assimilate. Said I wouldn't
Is you hearing me?
bloom, but I knew the blessing never be a minute late. Only way I trust if I'm pushing while I'm feeling weight. Mind paralyzed, but my feet keep the rhythm playing. Ooh, nani nani. Flow a honey bun like a new Maserati. Stepping in the A, but I'm true to the valley. Giving high praises like summa cum laude. Could we do it proudly? Don't entertain pride. Have you looking real?
Nah, 350 saucing on this one.
Mind paralyzed, but my feet keep the rhythm playing. Ooh, nani nani. Flow a honey bun like a new Maserati. Stepping in the A, but I'm true to the valley. Giving high praises like summa cum laude. Could we do it proudly? Don't entertain pride. Have you looking real cocky? Doubting on yourself is the quickest way to find it. Many examples looking around to see, but the only way to look is if you're looking at thee. This is more than entertainment. Try to keep it layman for the most high, but my brothers.
It's more than entertainment. I'ma keep it layman's terms. He's got to dumb it down, and I still don't understand some of the words he says. Like, my vocabulary is not as it's like when I listen to No Big Deal sometimes, like the recent No Big Deal stuff. Like, come on, soliloquy, like what? I don't know that word.
More than entertainment, try to keep it layman for the most high, but my brothers never waning from the same naming, push the same lane and never is the road.
Something about Wayne. I don't think it was Lil Wayne.
Try to keep it layman for the most high, but my brothers never waning from the same naming, push the same lane and never is the road, but my path never fading.
Come on, baby, come on, we gotta go right now. If we don't split right now, we're gonna miss the train. Come on, be downstairs.
Is everything well?
Just come on, don't talk to me now.
Are we in danger?
Somewhere along the way.
Found myself without purpose along the way. I ran into this guy who had recognized my face. He was saying he know my songs and they tools to motivate. That's when I noticed power behind the words that I say. He asked me how I keep my faith strong
Gotta look
and hold
this
the
guy
opinions,
up.
and how I manage fighting demons trying to hold them in. It's not a perfect world, sometimes I still struggle with it. Same thing I do if I heard this is with my name in it. Take flight, no channel it to do something much better. I might just pray for him, speak more light. You like this new temper, I'm a chill guy. We don't no ops, just my brothers in Christ. I made promise to only use my gift to inspire, and since 1998 I had everything that's required. It's the devil doubt that made me think that I ain't have enough. Fast forward 26 and we can see that was a lie. It was a lie. I put it on my mama and them, put it on my cousins and my aunties right now. Somewhere along the way, God gon' call you, get the phone. Somewhere along the way, your friends gon' tell you that you're wrong. Somewhere along the way, you gon' get met with resistance. Have a great idea, but they gon' tell you that you're tripping. Have you second guessing, keep the faith in that vision. Somewhere along the way, you benefit from that decision.
Somewhere along the way, you'll benefit from that decision. I like it. 350 Ways. I can't remember if I reacted to this one, but it was a single. No, I did for sure react to this one.
350, what we doing, baby?
Yeah, they say you're not the same kid that we used to know.
Somewhere along the way.
I said nah, I'm Mo.
I'm working trying to bring the ceiling down to flow. I'm working trying to crank this joint loud, you know. Benny got the soul flipping 350 ways. Mykael got the beat spinning 350 days. Don't get wild, you know. Push it way too hard, bring the old.
I need this one at Smoke.
Yo, heaven on earth was the crew in them. Yeah, I had a life, I was ruining them. Back when the tribe was just two of them. Walking in the light, we eschewing them. I felt it in my instinct, had to push the big leaf. All them boys could miss me, none of them would miss me. Now I'm feeling pristine. I ain't talking snail mail, but hear me very distinct. When I told them farewell, dog, it wasn't fair at all. Can I bear it all for a second? Been fighting off the urge to carry it all if I'm less than. I hated what I went through, then I turned it to a weapon. Making bars for the youth, and it's the first one they could step in. Just walk inside your purpose, you ain't hurting just for nothing. Take a look around you, there's a world that needs some loving. All them boys could kick it, we been working for the summer. And time gon' pass, look into the past, and you'll hear them saying you're not the same kid that we used to know. You say nah, I'm old. I'm working tryna bring the ceiling down to flow. I'm working tryna crank this joint loud, you know. Benny got that soul flipping 350 ways. Mykael got that beat spinning 350 days. Don't get wild, you know me. Push it way too hard, bring the old me, yeah.
And make sure you know, reporting live from your speakers, it's 3-5 from the east side. Benny, Mykael V. What we talking about?
Fire. Trendsetter up next. I think this was a single, maybe. There was one other single, but I didn't react to it. And I think it was this one. Or maybe it was one of the ones with Abel on it. Oh, it was Narrow Paths, I think. But this one, Trendsetter, features No Excuse. Okay.
Mine's on the elevator, rise to the occasion. Didn't take a miracle to grow.
Mine's on the elevator, rise to the occasion.
Just some patience, little consistency, shoes with some laces. Never pace in the ground, don't got a day shift. A 24 effort, 100% pressure. Photos on my dresser, remind me of my treasure.
No stepper. Oh, Project Pat, that's his flow. Actually, no, it's not his flow, it's just the way he pronounces words that end in ER.
Laces, never pace in the ground, don't got a day shift. A 24 effort, 100% pressure. Photos on my dresser, remind me of my treasure. No professor could teach you how to measure the weight of your priority, your time grows lesser. Can he do it? Can he do it? They like never. Lately I've been on my trip, Lee's like yes sir.
Hey, lately I've been on my trip, Lee's like yes sir. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't gonna show you guys, but I have to at this point. I was at the record store yesterday, and this guy came up. The owner of the store gave me a free record. It was his only Christian rap record at the time. He was like, no one's gonna buy it, you can take it for free. And then I was there again yesterday, and he gave me 2 more. I'm not gonna tell you what the other one is, but I got Between Two Worlds by Trip Lee for the free ski. Crazy.
A mind very bright, very clever. To see the institution trying to slave you for their leisure. Dip diver, civilize a 3-5er. I make the devil hit his knees and say to our fathers. I'm on this energy, they getting me to go higher. But no sizer can make me monetize ya. I'm on the big stage to kick fame and spit truth. Look me in my eyes and when it spit flames that'll hit you. Not a thing could detain rain, so we coming down like a missile.
Don't wanna be no trendsetter, trends always seem to fade. I'd be damned if I live, I love my accolades. Pop up, raise some real killers. Man, what can I say? Everything that's tried to stop us in the DOA. Yeah, feel I was born a guerrero, some like Chavo and Eddie. I'm coming, I'm steady, just let me make a call and I'm ready. I've never done this for no money, cause the profit is pennies, I'm not even kidding. Patience running thin like Pirellis, I'm on my ground stand. Baby growing fast, I need to focus. Might just take the Maserati, trade it for a Focus. Worry about my legacy, want everything to soak in. Want my son to look back on my songs like, man, he wrote this? Nah, man, he really wrote this. All this time he held it down, I never seen he folded. All the times he could've given up, he chose to go in. Trying to lead him to the...
Every time he could have given up, he chose to go in. That's crazy.
I know I was chosen.
No excuse. Killed it. He always goes crazy.
Bro, I never really asked you
What does somewhere along the way like mean to you?
This past year I find myself like a lot of just like reflecting a lot on like where I've been and like how I could have ended up, and just like knowing I'm not where I want to be, but it's like, damn, at least I'm not, at least God's brought me this far. So it's like right now I'm somewhere along.
Yeah.
Like we're not there where we want to be, but we gotta look around right now somewhere along. We gotta stop, and it's like the stop along the journey and just like, yeah.
Fire. Alright, Worry About It in Advance. Up next.
Yeah.
Featuring Tori Deshawn. Let's get it.
Wow. It's beautiful outside right now. Yeah, grandma laying back, told her sister she was good to go. She was fine if she left, she wanted to see home. Told me bye for the last time a year ago. Let my tears go, pack my bags and let my fears roll. I asked my brother, what if this is it and all we know? Nothing's guaranteed, what if this is just as far as we go? Am I content with my relationship with God?
It's never guaranteed. Maybe this is as far as we'll ever go. That's crazy.
Alone is that contingent on the product of my goals, I see a parallel with views my grandma shed on life. Hers coming to an end and ours beginning, right? Being ready for the kingdom brings a life content. Being scared of the casket brings a high regret. Being modest, I'm a speckle in a speck of time. Sipping Gucci with the bagel, herb butter with some time. Put my feet up for a second, mama said unwind. But I felt the guilt inside my head like I've been wasting mine. Seconds, hours, and years that I gave to panic. Living in a house built from terror.
Yeah, I see a reoccurring theme in a lot of 350's writing, especially even like back on Bodega 2, talking about time. And like he seems to reflect a lot and think about time a lot. At least in his music, I don't know. I would assume in real life as well. But like he always emphasizes like time, whether you waste time or you're thinking about like how much time you have left here or how much time you've already had here. He's always talking about it.
What could have happened? Too much vigilance is pride sprinkled in distrust. Looking up, waiting for the sky to turn to dust. Who's to say I hold the world? Am I just full of it? Main character is just unfair. I watch it pull me in. Grandma had it right to live our lives with open hands, then to worry about it in advance. Yeah.
Why you worrying about what you can't change?
Death always been a distant op that made me greater, that made me wiser, made me tougher, but gon' get me later. The preacher down the street told me I was doing God.
Death has always been a distant op that made me greater. That's the opening line. That's crazy.
Why you worrying about what you can't change?
Worry about it. Death always been a distant op that made me greater, that made me wiser, made me tougher, but gon' get me later. The preacher down the street told me I was doing God a favor, so when he didn't do what I wanted, he resembled a traitor. Jesus take the wheel, sometimes I wonder if I was ever driving. Thought I wasn't gon' get sick and tired, cause I was tired and dealt with the ghoul and the goblin, but we be steady mobbing. Bumps, bruises, and a whole lot of trauma, I'm still throbbing. Liquid or the fire, don't want the gasoline. Praise gon' forever be on my lips like some Vaseline. I was coming from the back of the church.
Did bro just hit us with the You Know Miles flow? I'm kidding. It's probably more fire than You Know Miles, but still, I know some of you guys are gonna get that reference.
A whole lot of trauma, I'm still throbbing. Liquid or the fire, don't want the gasoline. Praise gon' forever be on my lips like some Vaseline. I was coming from the back of the church like a tambourine. My desire went to the lamb.
Coming from the back of the church like a tambourine, and the praise is always gonna be on my lips like Vaseline. I like those bars.
To the Lamborghini, I was at the altar, Jesus altering the art I had. He bought it with a mighty bag so I could have a time with dad. Walked away optimistic, tell my mind finally listen. America, I'm enlisted, but not the army that you think.
Then I hit the battlefield and had a rude awakening. Ain't nobody safe when you a soldier for the sake of him. Signed off on that waiver that I won't continue wavering. Don't worry, the captain, the savior, it's worth savoring.
All right, going into the last, let's see, 3 songs. Road Less Traveled is up next.
Maybe somewhere along the way, we lost ourselves. But maybe that's where the journey begins. Somewhere along the way.
Lying all the time, lying on the mic and now I'm flying all the time. I don't trust the light, but now I'm trying all the time. Papa told me fight while he was crying all the time.
Not
again, the life I wanted, puffed the dime a couple times. Fighting against the water, I almost died a couple times. Scared about my future, why I signed up on the lines. I don't trust myself, I let me down like all the time. Who'da think we make it? Thought so in the past, now I'm touching on the grass, now declining all the time. Relying on the signs, lost around the way. I try to take the scenic route, but now I'm empty all the time. Need to pump some gas, not a station for a while. Damn, I guess I walk. Rather move my feet than run the circles in my thoughts. I've been fighting all the time.
Man, just that imagery of like driving in your car, taking the scenic route, but still feeling empty. So, and then he's running out of gas, so he stops, but there's no gas station for a long time, starts walking. It's really like poetry right here, and it's just painting a really clear picture of the story that he's trying to tell.
Damn, I guess I walk. Rather move my feet than run the circles in my thoughts. I've been fighting all the time. Like I've been fighting all the time. Driving circles around. Hit the gravel, giving now. Hope the riding on the walls be enough to soften our heart. Driving circles around. Hit the gravel, giving out. Hope the writing on the walls be enough to soften our heart. Please soften up my heart. There was a man along the way, he told me look around. There's never been a time or place that could compare to now. There's not a race that you could win to heal their inner child. So you can stop whatever fight you have, throw in the towel. Don't get it twisted, there's a fight, but it ain't yours to lead. You're just a leaf that's on the vine connected to the tree. I'm trying to tell you,
you're just a leaf connected to the vine that's on the tree.
all these things so that you'll find some peace. You'll have some trouble, but I've overcome the world with these. Stop looking in the rear view, I've healed you. Held you while you sleeping, no I hear you, I'm near you. I see the pain that's still stinging you in clear view. I see the boy that's just surviving, that's the real you. But look how far that you have made it, Mykael, look around. I know it's not about the rapping, but about your child. You're always looking for protection, know I got you now. You're always looking for acceptance, know your father's proud. Driving circles around. Hit the gravel, giving out. Hope the writing on the walls be enough to soften our heart. Driving circles around.
Yeah, even this melodic side of 350 sounds really good over these boom bap beats. Live and Direct is up next. Let's see, no features.
And the journey continues.
Yeah.
Y'all hear what's coming through y'all speakers right now? I need you to turn your ears on real quick and pay attention.
I'm coming live and direct. Live in the records, I'm talking nights and I rap. Live on the message, I remember nights in the set. Lighten the mood, I needed some time to reflect. Just remember who you are when you make it, that's the truest thought. I switched to banking in Atlanta, that's the truest thoughts. You see applause from the vacant stands and moody yards. I did this out of faith, I didn't need no shooting stars. And see the bars and dying out, they simply moved abroad. We see the artists pass away and living through their songs. That's why every line I spit, I run.
We see the artists pass away and they're living through their songs. It's facts.
Moved abroad. We see the artists pass away and living through their songs. That's why every line I spit, I run it through my heart. I'm never giving them a reason to believe I'm lost. And plus my son will go up and come a date, play my tape, make a face like what you talking about, Dad? Hold up, nothing that mattered. Never had the meaning, all the work and the shattered. So I'm live and I rap. Live on the records, I'm talking nice when I rap. Fighting off the greed and I'm behind when I bless. Remember, I've been freed, I guess I like when I'm stressed. So I don't come across the deed that wouldn't tie in my chest. Until I keep my feet moving, though my mind is possessed. Until I keep my speech praying out to God for his rest. I found a beautiful life, I learned how to manage the best. But that's the most that I could do, my open hands are content. I'm talking what live, no one knows my nine. It's all about consistency, I keep to see my I-9. Can't complain about it, though I'm healing from it. I'd rather be in the fire with them, hear me, cousin. Yeah, I wish I could be further on, but hear my song. Where I'm at is where I'm supposed to be, I'm with the sun. I make the most of what he gives me and I give him thanks. Don't gotta worry about the road, I know I'm on the way.
I like that.
On the way.
Somewhere along the way. Yep. Yeah, the rhyme scheme of live and direct, my mind's possessed. Trying and like just all the rhymes with live and direct were fire on that one. The last song I think is God Will. I could be wrong on that. If I am wrong, then I'll re-record at 11, whatever the actual when the album drops on Spotify. But I'm pretty sure God Will is the last song.
At the end of our journey, I hope this blessed you somewhere along the way, and I hope you found yourself somewhere along the way.
Yeah,
man, this feels so special,
so beautiful. For the times I ain't believe it, I was sleeping, talking, thieving, just to make and pay the bills. I ain't have time to sit up dreaming. Remember moving to Atlanta, finally thinking that we'd see it, just to see the system flawed and all our people barely eating, barely crumbs left from institutions taken while we singing. We praying, asking God to make a way, cause humans greedy. For a while I was mad, for a while I only frown. I was mad that I ain't them, and I was mad that I was brown. I was mad that I ain't grow up in a place to see it happen. I was mad when I see my people beg in South McAllen. I was mad cause I couldn't do much at 16 but follow passions. They turn off all our mics cause it's a sin if you was rapping. I never made a way, I followed paths that I was given. I made a lane when I was able, God gave new beginnings. And grandma taught me trust the Father, now it's time to practice. See, God will make a way even if systems try to crash it.
I like this sample right here.
I ain't believe it, I was sleeping, talking, grieving. See, grandma never taught us how to live without her breathing. And grandma left and now we look around like what's the meaning? Our family.
Grandma never taught us how to live without her breathing. Like once she's gone, she never taught us how to live after that. That's crazy.
Left in shambles ain't the same, we human pieces. Couldn't take it, felt regret, I'm such a kid, I'm such a heathen. Ungrateful, never thanked her, never kissed unless I'm leaving. Never made the time to ask her if she's well, if she's needing. But best believe she told us everything that she believed in. Said God will make a way when times are hard and you can't manage. And God will make a way when principalities cause damage. And God will make a way when systems beating down the ladder. And God will make you great, don't believe lies that you don't matter. And pick your head up, Mikey, life ain't all about the status. Those that slow will be exalted and the high have no advantage. Blessed are the weak for they are strong and God is near. See, God will make a way, I ain't believe it, but I'm here. I'm here. So put your hands up. Sing it. Sing it.
350. We gotta thank everybody. I wanna thank Bo. Shout out Bo. Shout out Bo.
Boy, I love you,
Big Bo. Shout out to Indie Tribe. Shout out to Heaven on Earth. Yo, shout out to my mom, my dad, my sister, my friends, my family. Shout out to Benny. Shout out to OK Benny.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out my wife. I love you, baby. Couldn't do none of this without you, man. Shout out Aiden 83, man. Big part of this journey.
They're having their J. Cole moment at the end of Forest Hills Drive or whatever that album is.
My dad, my sister, my friends, my family. Shout out to Benny. Shout out to OK Benny.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out my wife. I love you, baby. Couldn't do none of this without you, man. Shout out Aiden 83, man. Big part of this journey. Pez, man. We love you. Thank you for always pushing us, making us like this record the best that it can be. You know, man, Mykael, I love you, big bro. You the one, man.
Man, I love y'all. This is great. I'm so happy we got to do this, man. God is honored in this. I'm happy. This is somewhere along the way. I'm hella happy. Somewhere along the way. Wait. Nah, we love y'all, man. Thank you.
Alright, that's all you're gonna hear. Gotta go to Even if you want to hear the last 4 songs on the album. But yeah, that was Somewhere Along the Way by DJ Mykael V, 350, and OK Benny. Yeah, I knew this was gonna be one of those albums I just sit down and I gotta really listen, and I'm sure that there's gonna be a lot of stuff that I missed over this album that I will have to re-listen to over and over again. Even kind of with MF Doom's album, like I didn't catch a lot of stuff on the first listen, and even on like the second listen, I've only listened to it a couple times, but there's always something new that I catch when I go back and listen to it. So I think this is going to be one of those albums, and especially if there's a vinyl that releases for it, which, knowing DJ Mykael V, I feel like since he's done both his Bodega albums, he's got to do a vinyl for this one. And you know I'm going to cop that vinyl. I know this is going to be one of my favorite hip-hop albums that I have on vinyl, at least in the Christian space. Shout out to 350. He went crazy. He killed it with his storytelling, his songwriting, and also just like the flows and rhyme patterns. He always goes crazy with it. And yeah, it was nice to hear DJ Mykael V rhyme one of his intros. It was just a slight thing, but I feel like that's the closest thing we've gotten to him rapping so far. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this album. This probably will drop right at 11 my time when the album drops on all platforms. This is the first time that I'm experimenting with dropping at midnight or 11 when everything comes out. So yeah, let me know if you'd rather me do that, or if you'd rather me just drop it in the mornings like I usually do. The links for DJ Mykael V, 350, and OK Benny will be in the description if you want to go follow them on Instagram, and the link to the album on Spotify will also be down there if you want to go stream it for yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go be fruitful. Let's go.